Well, here at home, Ontario Premier Doug Ford is taking his fight against the federal carbon tax cross-country, making a final stop in Calgary.
It's really, my friends, the worst tax ever.
Ford stood with Alberta's United Conservative Party leader, Jason Kenney, on Friday, joining forces for an anti-carbon tax rally. The federal government is putting a price on carbon from January in the hopes of reducing Canada's emissions. Ford, along with the Conservative premiers of Manitoba and Saskatchewan, are preparing legal challenges to the federal measure. And as the CBC's Aaron Collins tells us, the carbon tax could prove to be a key issue in Alberta's next election.
In Calgary, a packed house, two Canadian Conservative heavyweights, one stage and one message.
A clear message to Premier Notley and her close friend and ally Justin Trudeau: scrap your carbon tax.
Ontario Premier Doug Ford and the leader of Alberta's United Conservative Party, Jason Kenney, both say they are prepared to oppose a Canada-wide price on carbon to the bitter end. Now, Ford has already taken action, scrapping his province's cap-and-trade program soon after being elected in June.
They said we couldn't possibly get rid of the Liberal cap-and-trade carbon tax. Well, guess what, my friends? We did that as well.
For his part, Jason Kenney says he'll eliminate parts of Alberta's carbon tax if he's elected premier in the spring.
I'm sorry, Prime Minister, we don't buy your baloney, and we are going to fight your carbon tax all the way.
The federal government says it will impose a carbon tax on provinces that don't have at least a $20 per ton price on carbon by the new year. Opposition to that plan resonates here in Canada's Conservative capital and the heart of the country's energy sector.
Oh, 100%, because the carbon tax is totally ineffective.
I'm hoping that with all this crowd that we can somehow energize most people to stand up and talk about this carbon tax, just another big socialist ploy to steal our money.
Now, Kenney and Ford aren't the only politicians opposed to a national price on carbon. Neighboring Saskatchewan is challenging the federal government's right to impose a carbon tax on the provinces. Aaron Collins, CBC News, Calgary.